Alright, so we are live and recording. So what's up? My name is Coach Morton, or Mr. Morton to some kids, and this is just a quick Sunday training session. I've been busy this weekend, just doing things, and as always in life, you get behind. We'll leave that part in. No bloopers here. We get behind on life, of course. I do want to share maybe my next stream. Next month, I plan on going to a couple tournaments, and I'll share that information later. So if you're going to watch this in the future, just a few quick news, if you will. What else? So I guess well, we'll talk more about this later for sure. I don't want to keep rambling on and on, right? So today's lesson or today's video, you'll watch me do a quick puzzle rush survival. Not survival, sorry. 3 minute, and then after that, I'll play a couple games, of course, and show you guys my thought process. My goal, as you can see by my username right there, sorry. My goal is to get back above 2,000. Okay, let me adjust my webcam a little bit, just so you don't see my kitchen. There you go. Slide that back just a little bit. And I am using my new mic, so hope that this sounds pretty decent, aside from my stuttering, rambling self, of course. But hope it sounds pretty decent. Let me go ahead and change the view. All right, so you guys should just see right now my browser. Sorry, let me go. Let me go there real quick. Oh my gosh, I've been just not talking right. Oh my gosh, I should have warmed up before I got started, but we are here. We're gonna make this happen, of course. So let me go ahead and go over to Puzzle Rush right here. I know when I rewatch this later, it's gonna be really cringy, but no one's perfect. No one's chess is perfect, and no one is perfect all the time. So it's really important to always keep that in mind, of course. Now, the purpose of me doing Puzzle Rush right now is because I want to kind of practice a concept I learned recently about zone training. So there's some performance athletes who use zone training. That means zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 to help push their performance. And for most athletes and most performers in general, they try to keep the bulk of their training at zone 2. Zone 2, for like as an example for running, it's like you're running, but you're able to maintain a conversation as you're running. You're not getting winded. And zone 4 is like you're sprinting as far as you can. So that's how the different zones work. And I like that concept because I feel like in chess, for myself that is, I get burnt out if I do really complex puzzles all day long. So I might actually try that out. I might actually spend a lot more time doing mate in one puzzles and stuff like that, because it is important to train that muscle to get warmed up. So that way you're more fresh when you start doing the more complicated stuff later. So I hope that makes sense. So without further ado, let me go ahead and start this up real quick. We'll do, actually no, we'll do 5 minutes. I take that back, because for some reason, my highest score for 3 minutes is only 3 above 5 minute right here, and it makes really no sense if you ask me. So we'll see how we do right here, shall we? Alright, so pretty easy. Mating 1 right there. Well, not mating 1, but back range checkmate, sorry. Very easy. Back range checkmate as well. So for a lot of these solutions right here, it's going to be checkmate in 1. Alright, I guess the computer thinks that's enough right there. There's a small lag because I am streaming, so hopefully you guys don't mind that at all. It just forced me to go a little bit slower, so we force the king away from the square, and then we go here for checkmate. Again, a lot of back range checkmate right here. Nice one. pinned. Alright, so we're now looking at some thinking takes, bishop takes, king takes, and then here, yeah, we're up a piece in that situation. We are, because basically our knight captured twice in that square. Go for checkmate. Don't get distracted by the temptation to, you know, do this, that, whatever. So this is really important. So I might actually use this puzzle in my next chess lesson. Checks, captures, and attacks, because, oh wow, that's a pin. But we do have this nice little move right here. I might actually use those couple of examples right there, actually. Again, back to checkmate. Because in a lot of my lessons, kids who are beginners, they tend to not consider all their checks, for lack of a better word. Alright, so what are we doing here? I guess we're going here. And I think, yep, so we're not going here, trying to win the knight. We're just going to be going to the back ring right here. Yes, I think the last few puzzles I've done, this is a nice little tactic right here. If the queen took, then of course we got the queen right there, so easy peasy. Okay. And I guess you just take the bishop from there. Yep. So squeaky clean run so far. Nice little back rank idea. So we go here. And I wish it could have let me show the whole solution right there, but you had to just trust me on that one. That's going to lead to checkmate eventually. So we go here, and a lot of times in these kinds of situations, you just have to trust your instinct, if you will. I gotta go slow because my computer is being a little stupid right now, for lack of better words. Right here, you have to take this knight first. I'm just double checking real quick because your pawn's taking the capture first. That's why you take that one first specifically. Right here, queen, bishop battery right here is going to be basically a mate from there. Nicely done. Oh wow, I actually got the one wrong. Well, it happens. I was going to say always going to look for your checks, but I guess I didn't consider the right one right there. I guess right here. Think about this move right here specifically. The queen can just take, and it's not really. Yeah, so this is a situation where you have to actually slow down just a little bit. And I might actually use a lot of these puzzles in this run because it'd be good for my, you know what, thing. So really important, you gotta go here first, bishop here first, and then you go here. Yeah, I might actually use a lot of these puzzles when I'm doing that particular lesson. This is a nice little sacrifice right here. By the way. Alright, we go check, and then here. Alright, 26, so that's, man, I missed one along the way right there. I attested to my crappy Wi-Fi, and, well, not Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi is good, it's just my computer's not used to running all these applications at once. Surprise, surprise, right? But there you go. So let me go ahead and start my games. So hopefully if you guys join me a little bit later, you won't be confused. So let me switch my view. Well, actually, let me go back here real quick. So I'll switch back to the webcam view 1 second once I'm ready to go. So my goal this evening is to play no more than 3 games, and if I lose all 3 games, like I said before, that's the result. Um, but hopefully these 3 games I can get my rating back above 2,000. It always bothers me when it's below 2,000. Not because like I think oh my gosh I'm a 2,000 rated player. It's just because it's a little bit OCD right like that. All right, let's hit play, shall we? All right, so let's make a move so we don't lose on time. And I apologize for the. Well, I mean, you guys probably won't care, but I want to switch back to this view right here so you guys can see my lovely faces I'm playing. I feel like that would be a nice little thing right here. All right, so I gotta remember. Right, pawn push, whatever. I just gotta remember that. Okay, well, we're just gonna take that right there, no problem. I just gotta remember. Keep trying to say remember. I just gotta remember that I gotta play fast because my opponent's going really fast right here. I might go here most likely. If I had to guess. I cannot draw arrows to save my life, guys. I'm so sorry. Alright, no. Alright, cool. I might go here. Is what I'm thinking. To give a check. Yeah, my opponent most likely just wants to go for the attack. And I actually showed not this idea right here. Right, he wants to of course attack that right there. That's easy peasy to defend. Yeah, so I mean yeah, you could do that, but hey, let's go castle. My knights could come back right here if your knight decides to move. And in fact, you can't move your knight because Forkaruski, my dear sir. Oh wow, look at this. My opponent's really trying to go for my throat right here, guys. I want to go here. Remember, he has to move the knight first, so is this the best defensive move I have? Or is it better just to go back for my knight? I think he might try this nonsense, so this H pawn move right here, so let's just keep that in mind. Yeah, and we're not really concerned. I mean, yeah, he's trying to bend over backwards to make his attack work, but my counter plays faster. Yep, so go right here. He might try and sacrifice most likely. We could think about maybe just playing our bishop right here to say, hey, where's your attack now? But I don't think that's going to be necessary right here. He'll go back. Maybe here he's going to try and sacrifice most likely. No, because this is too strong right here. The bishop on the square is too strong, so I think that is fine by me. Go ahead. Please sacrifice everything you got. This is the other idea too, so if he takes that, we'll go take everything. If you don't want a castle, then bad things is going to happen to you, my good sir. Um, ticks, ticks, ticks. I had to think for a second. Rook here's a little bit annoying, but I guess I can always plant my knight in if I really wanted to. I'm trying to decide if I want to go here or here specifically. Because most likely he'll go here to put pressure on my position, rather. We can always trade things down a little bit. Let's just be honest for a second. There's no need to make this complicated right here. Plus, I'm also down on time as well too. Let's not forget. He does have a weaker king, true, but I'm trying to think for a second. We'll do like this actually. I am confident in my position, so much so that I'm willing to trade queens. And sometimes that's the best idea, if you ask me. Well, not idea, but you get the point. So I gotta put pressure on this pawn right here. So maybe our knight makes a little journey, if you will. I'm not really worried about that move because I was going to play this move anyway, I think. Or just backwards. And the knight that way. Because I had to move that bishop anyway. That's fine. We are not concerned about these kinds of moves. Okay. Let's open up the center a little bit. This is a critical pawn break I should be getting in at some point. And that was a horrible move my opponent just made right there. He might be trying to go right there, but I think it's not the right way forward, I would say. Yeah, he now has to play babysitting goon essentially. So this bishop's overloaded, mind you. He has to protect the knight right here. Let's keep that in mind. There is some tactics right here, but I don't think it works out quite yet, unfortunately. Right, he really wants to go there, guys. Oh. Back rank checkmate would be really bad, of course. No, we'll go back. And maybe pick up that pawn right there. Actually, I like this idea better, personally. He could have won check right here, but it is whatever. To me, he gets a check. That move. I'm not even saying that what I'm doing is the best right here, but it's just something I'm thinking about. But at least I just gotta figure out where I want to put my knight at, though. Still here. Stop the pawn that way too. That's fine, dude. Can't lose by time though. That's the only thing. That's fine. My dude. Here. All we need is just one good fork, and then life will be golden. I gotta be mindful of my time too, unfortunately. This is a nice little idea at some point, my good sir. My bishop does cover that promotion square right there, fortunately enough for me. So here, sorry, can't draw arrows. Here, if he tries to attack my knight again, and then we can win this pawn right here. Hopefully, boom, yeah, and then we'll clean up course. I didn't play that first game perfectly, but at the very least, we show this guy who's boss, which is always a good thing. And I'll show you what I mean in 1 second. Nice. Yeah, I don't think that that first game was good for me, but hopefully you guys would oh, the echo's crazy. My bad. This is sound a lot better right now. Do you have some voice effect on? No, just a new microphone. Yeah, so thank you for the quick feedback. I'm just gonna put it in the middle. The echo is the same. Wow. All right. How is it now? It's like you're in a big, huge cave. Yeah, I am in my kitchen right now, or dining room. So, hmm. If you wait 1 second, I'm gonna. Oh, now it's all right. All right, good, nice. Well, thank you, Snake King, for the for the much needed microphone adjustment. Of course, I hope you enjoyed that first game. I'll play a couple more real quick. Uh, so tell me in the chat. Well, what's up for lack of a better word? Yeah, let me change my view because I want to show you guys just my thoughts really quickly right here. Right there, you go. Yeah, my opponent didn't really play this that well. So for the record, if you ever are against someone like this who, so in the Kuro Khan, for instance, someone who does not take the pawn right here immediately. This is someone who has played against a Caro-Kann before. I mean, just simple development is always a good idea right here. Takes. And my only suggestion in general is that for my opponent, I mean, he was trying to go for my throat essentially, just going for checkmate, of course. And it's always a good idea in those situations to kind of just trade queens and then go from there, of course. And I am curious though. Let me go to game review real quick. Because I know I misplayed it in the middle game. But I want to see how really quickly. And my rating's not 2026, it's actually 1980 something right now. Not sure why it says that right there. Might be my bullet rating for all I know. Yeah, so I was better most of the game with one moment where I was kind of like losing for a little bit. I think I know that moment if I went there myself. Could I play? No, you're fine, Snake King. Could you play the Tartakower variation? I will try my best. I was actually hoping to play that earlier. So let me just show what I mean by that really quickly. I was kind of hoping that after knight f3, that they'll when I play this move right here, that they'll take, and that's basically the Tartakower variation. Takes. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that right there personally, but it's besides the point. Alright, so in the actual review, really quickly, I just want to show you guys the moment I thought I was losing. It happened towards the end when it was my knight and bishop versus his rook essentially. It was right before that moment. So let me just kind of go through this really quickly. Yep. So just get my pieces out right here. Castles. Yeah, this move might cause me trouble. Yeah, I kind of thought so too, right here. Because there's always some kind of sacrifice idea on h6 right here to worry about. So I don't know. If I had to guess right here, what would be a better move here for Team Black? What could it be? Maybe pawn push, maybe knight to d7 is my two guesses right there. Let's see. Oh yeah, there immediately. Alright, that's cool. c5 immediately. That's cool. And that's a typical pawn break in the Caro-Kann, of course, so no surprises there. You missed an opportunity to win a tempo by throwing a rook. I guess bishop here specifically. Yeah, I actually like that move better because, try. Because it takes control of the file a lot better. So that's actually a good point the computer just made right there. Yeah, and just anytime, guys, you're up against someone who's really aggressive like this, you always want to try to just trade queens. And you can't go wrong with that move either. You miss a winning move right here. Wow, so I missed a checkmate? Well, not a checkmate, but I missed a checkmate right here. Alright, let's retry. Oh, I see. So, I guess so. If you want to pause the video, or not pause the video, this is freaking live. Oh my gosh. If you want to, like, take a second for yourself and think about how can black threaten checkmate right here? It's actually really simple, and this is why in your games, well, my games included, it's really important to always look for checks, captures, and attacks. There's a really cool attack right here. Again, I'll give you another second to think about this for yourself. The move, by the way, is going to be rook to c1, if I had to guess. Yep, and rook to e1 right here is checkmate. Now, of course, in the real game, white can just block that idea, but at the very least, they're being passive and we're not, so maybe that's good for us. Time, well, we don't know that, of course, for sure. Alright, so a few more moves here. Again, only good move here. Let's try this again. And for those who are watching, the point of this series is to kind of show you how I would look at my games afterwards. If you're expecting action, I hope you guys don't mind a little boring analysis right here. What was the move right here? So just not like pawn f6, first of all. And there's no tactics with the knight coming to that square, forking the king and the rook, for instance, so I'll take a hint. Alright, this move? No. Most likely this move, oh my gosh. Pawn g6, let's go for a structure right here. Yeah, so, my bad. Pawn g6. Better structure. Okay. Alright, so it does like my move right here. So I wasn't really sure. I thought in the game my opponent could play rook check right here. But I guess it still checks out because if the king takes, then of course there's the fork. And that's the whole point. So basically black gets the 2 minor pieces for the rook. This pawn though can be a real bother. So usually guys, in your games, when you have a situation where it's the 2 minor pieces versus a rook and pawn, usually the minor pieces will win. But in this case, because this pawn's passed, it's a little bit dangerous, I'll admit. But the computer thinks that's a good move. Takes. Yep, of course. And from there, the move I was talking about comes up right here. Yeah. So I guess bishop here. Yeah, and it just defends everything, and the pawn can't push. This is why, generally speaking, the knight and bishop's better than the rook and pawns, because if you can stop this passed pawn, then, well, all you have is just a rook versus knight and bishop then in that case. Okay? Let me go back. So thank you for your patience if you guys are still watching. Let me go ahead and start my second game. Just give me a second. There we go. And sorry about the audio earlier as well. I'm having a hard time talking today. I'm not sure why. But let's go ahead and go to our next game. And I'm going to fix the chat too. So when I'm playing, I don't see the chat unless I click over. Like right now, for instance. So you play the Caro and the Vienna, but I like in open against Sicilian. Do we have any suggestions for a 1200 rapid rated player? You did not find a rook c1 move. That's okay. Really quickly, try the close Sicilian with move to knight c3. Yeah, it sounds like you're a player who watches a lot of, like, I played a Vienna too, by the way, so there you go. So you might actually see a game like that in action, ironically enough. Yeah, I played knight c3, alright, the Falkbeard countered gambit. I guess this is called right. Queen here is the move. Yeah, I played a Vienna myself because I find that if I play e4, e5, knight f3, and knight c6, and like bishop to some square, I don't really like the what do you call it? Oh, oh my god! Oh my gosh! Wow! 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 Oh my gosh! I just blundered so hard right now. Oh my gosh! That is embarrassing. Oh my gosh, man! This is why, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so much harder to like play and do stuff at the exact same time. Wow, wow. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I'll keep playing. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep playing. All right, bishop there. All right, we have an open file. We'll make this work right here. All right, check. We don't care. Come fight us, right? Well, come at us. Come at us, bro. Oh my gosh, that is funny. I should have went king here. By the way, that would have been a lot better, personally. Well, maybe not because of that pin. That pin's kind of annoying. Yeah. That was just a mouse slip. I hope my opponent doesn't think that I'm just gonna play like this the whole game, right? That is funny. All right, let's kick that knight out real quick. Yeah. Oh my gosh. LOL. Yeah, so that was definitely embarrassing right there. Well, hey, and for those who are watching, don't think that just because I'm 1900 that I'm some kind of god at chess or whatever. We all make mistakes, especially on stream. It had to happen on stream, guys. It could not have happened any other time of the day, right? All right, queen check most likely, and we'll get bullied. Yeah, I mean, all right, what the well, it's gonna be mate regardless. I could have done a lot better job of not getting checkmate right here, but whatever. But hey, this is what I got to work on, by the way, too. So for those who are watching, this is actually a really good moment to talk about this. So for myself, I can be very type A. That means I'm very competitive, and I hate losing. In fact, for me, losing is horrible. But in chess, in order to learn, you have to be a good loser. And some days you will make a horrible blunder like this right here. You know? So you if you're watching my stream, you're here because you're trying to watch someone who's wants to become better. This is why I call myself the Alexander Great, because I want to do the things that's gonna make me great one day, not because I think I'm great right now. Obviously, right? So if you're here because you're trying to watch me learn along the way, become a better player. So hope this is at least entertaining and, if nothing else, humbling for those who are struggling themselves, because we all struggle. You know, it does not matter if you're 1200, 1900, or 3000. If you're Magnus Carlsen, whatever, we all struggle. So that should be nice right there. So yeah, I wasn't used to knight to that square, honestly, because I know that this move happens later after, like, let's say knight takes right here, pawn takes, and then knight here next. So it was like a move order thing. I was expecting this first, and I totally forgot that the knight controls that square right there. Here's the point. So if I take the knight right here, he's gonna play knight here to attack my queen, and this is fine for white, I guess. Like maybe queen here. Oop, not there. Sorry. Mouse slips, man. Queen there to attack the knight again. Maybe queen here, but then you lose. Well, it is dynamic, I'll say for sure. But Yeah, well, actually, let's look at that real quick. So let me go back because I know you're probably curious as well too about what white should have played right there. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, actually. So before I go to my next game, my last game, I will do a game review. Even though we all know who's gonna win this game right here, tragic blunder. And yeah, I gotta figure out how to make my chat visible while I'm playing. I know there's a button I have to push whatever on Streamlabs, but just gotta sit down one day and mess around with that later. All right, so let's look at this together real quick. So obviously 77 accuracy. I mean everything was going well until we made that one blunder, and bad things happen. And if you guys are watching, by the way, too, you're more than welcome to send me a challenge. Okay, MD Hole wants to be friends. Sure, why not, right? What's the worst that can happen? He hacks my account, steals my information. Oh wait, I'm a broke teacher, guys. Joke's on you. I don't have money. I don't have money to steal, so joke's on you. Um, yeah, of course that's a blunder. Of course, we all know that. Of course. So right here it says Bishop B5 first. Okay, cool. And this is so for the record. When I play the Vienna, I oftentimes do pin a knight right here, and oftentimes if black castles, I'll just take that knight out because this knight coming to this square, d4 can be really a bother for white. So this is a very natural move right there, and totally equal. So I guess for those who are watching, myself included, if this happens again, knight c6, sorry, just remember your other candidate moves right here. Don't get a fluster, if you will, and just life goes on. All right, we're gonna play one more, and if you guys want to challenge me after that, that's fine. But we can't rest on that loss. We gotta show that we're worth watching in the first place. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're playing against D4 right here against our good friend Karim, who is obviously Steve Harvey. These kinds of accounts really make me nervous because, I always feel like it's just some guy on an engine, if you will. But, right. I think, right, so right here, it's been a while since I played against this, or with this, sorry. But I'm going to play the Banco Gambit, I think. Right? And this actually transposes in a way to, like, a payoff in the Caro-Kann. So I'm not going to take that pawn. I want them to take me, is what I'm thinking right here. Yeah, because if you play the Caro-Kann, you know that pawn c4 and knight c3, well, sorry, knight c3 right here, and queen to b3. These are moves that are played in the Caro-Kann, and I guess I'm playing the Grufeld defense. Like I know chess, right? Alright, so bishop here. I need to study the Grufeld because I find that in these positions, I've been playing this a lot more as black because I've been studying the Caro-Kann and the Panov variation, like I was saying, and I've been finding that I've been having some pretty good positions when I play it like this. So maybe for those guys out there who are playing against d4, you might want to consider studying the Panov and also studying the Grufeld defense. It is complicated. That's what I hear. But yeah, and in the Caro-Kann, by the way, you're not afraid of whiting this pawn right here. So I will give a small plug. So a lot of my training I do is with Gotham Chess's Caro-Kann course, to be honest. And so if you haven't already, I would definitely check out his course because it has definitely helped me become a lot better player personally and stuff. Alright, so queens attacking our pawn some more. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure what to do right here, but it doesn't hurt to kick a bishop, right? He might take at this point. I really hope he does. Only because I want to just show just how OP the Caro-Kann can be in different positions. Alright, he does not take. Alright, couldn't hurt to do that right there, I guess. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We already lost a game, right before. Not yet. Not yet. That pawn right there is kind of tender. Alright, he's going to take us. Now, here's the decision. Do we take... Well, I guess we should just take back, right? I was thinking that this pawn was right here. I could take this way. Whatever. Alright, so let's get our knight out. Finish our development right here. And I'm liking my position. He might go here, try and checkmate me. It's not entirely out the realm of possibilities right here at this point. Alright, he doesn't. Stop queen there. That's fine. My opponent does not want to obviously get castle or whatever. I mean, he's really interested in just attacking me. Makes sense. Alright, now he castles. Alright, cool. Alright, well So in the Caro-Kann, the minority attack is one of the ideas you want to go for, so yeah, I mean, well, okay. So if you do that, then I think I have something nice right here. So let's go knight here. And after rook to this square, I think I have a nice little idea, if you will. Maybe. Alright, he doesn't do it. Well, that's really disappointing. Alright, let's go back. Alright, let's hop into that square then that was vacated. And actually, there's actually some sacrifices right here. Because this knight could be unprotected in some cases. I'm not throwing a lot of ideas out there, but I just want to see that really quickly. Yeah, so let's encourage him to take us, shall we? Feeling pretty good. I might have played this opponent before too. The name sounds familiar. I think I have played this guy before, actually. Yeah, right here. So I'm not sure if I won that game or not, but that was something I saw earlier. Well, he's gonna lose some stuff here, my good sir. And this is what happens when you're so interested in attacking that you don't actually consider your opponent's other moves, if you will. Here comes a fork. So if you're playing against someone who's fixed-minded, who all they want to do is just attack, 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 right? They're going to lose all their pieces right here. And their bishop, by the way. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean, look at that. So my opponent's so interested in attacking that... Let's see. I wonder how I can punish this guy real quick. Well, let's take the bishop, because he can't checkmate me without the bishop, right? That's how chess works, I think. Alright, and then... Got a little buzz. And then... Alright, there we go. And then, what will we do next? Well... our knight's strong, so let's put him in the center. What could possibly go wrong? You know, what could possibly go wrong? You could lose the game because your mouse slipped. You know, you should not talk, my good sir. Oh my gosh. Let's go here. So in this situation, now that I'm clearly up 2 pawns, I'm just gonna look for a queen trade. That's all I want out of life nowadays is a queen trade, to settle down, start a family, get a queen trade. That's what I want right now. Hopefully, that's a good question. So I'm reading your comment right now. So do you play Wars after play a lot of chess? Yes. And this is why I subscribe to John Bartholomew's philosophy about training. That is, you set a certain number of games, and regardless of the outcome, you just stop. I find myself, if I just keep playing, what tends to happen is I might win some, but more than likely I'll lose some, and it just evens out after a while. So that's why I've been trying for myself, that is, to just stop after 3 games or whatever. That way I avoid getting tilted and stuff like that, if that makes sense. All right, this person got to die really quickly, hopefully. So we're gonna have to take out this bishop right here, I think, and yeah, I can play right here, and we're gonna try and double, make it trouble. That's a Team Rocket reference for those who watch Pokemon. Just saying. Uh, yeah. So, all right, he's gonna take us. That's what we want, and we're looking for another pawn break right here, ideally. All right, let's go here. This could be tenor right here, but I always have rook up to c7 to protect everything. So, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Alright, the knight's trying to come here, but he is a little too late, my good sir. He might try playing rook here, but I always have bishop to this square to pin the pawn. Well, not pin, but, you know, apply more pressure to the pawn. Please do. Give me my queen trade. I would really appreciate it, man. I would definitely. Okay, well, that's tragic. Let's go here, not get in trouble. Yeah, tax this. And I should have went here, because it also attacks that right there. So maybe, alright, he really wants to attack me, guys. I feel really intimidated right here. I go here and I get in trouble. Because he wants to keep maintain pressure on this pawn right here. That's what he's trying to do, at least. Yeah, queen there. And the most important thing here is just, alright, cool. So he wants to go there. Really wants to keep that queen on the board, doesn't he? Yeah, this is one of my issues too. Is just not getting tilted. All right, he wants to go there. Yeah, let's blend my queen really quickly. That's always a good idea right there. All right, let's repeat once. And let's go here. I'm just trying to avoid any nonsense. He might go check, most likely. Yep. But his queen's out of action. So that's one accomplishment right there, at least. He can't move his queen so easily. Wow. Really going for my throat there, aren't you? Alright. So, my dear sir really wants to hurt me right here. Almost feel like I want to just sack right here and just push my passed pawn. You know, I almost feel like that's the best move here. Just say, hey, here's the queen, and just push this pawn. Because he has to stop that pawn eventually, right? I know you guys can relate to this. Like, you're just like, you're just trying to, what do you call it? Just maintain your composure and just play objectively good chess, you know? Because queen to c8 allows queen to this square to put pressure right here, and that's quite annoying. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking just for 1 second to actually think here. Just like in the last game, I feel like it's like an obvious move here that I'm not seeing for some reason. Alright, I gotta make a move. Worst that could happen is I get checkmated, and well, there goes that spectacular thing right there, I guess. Yeah, rook here is gonna be annoying, I think, next, if I had to guess. Because it opens up the queen, which is really irksome. Well, chess guys can be very irksome sometimes, for sure. That was a good pawn right there, too. He was a good man. He was going to help me win this game without any effort whatsoever. Now I got to sweat. Oh my gosh. My idea, by the way, is if he does take my A pawn to go pawn e5 to open up the queen for defense right here. This is really important. In case he goes check on h5 right here specifically. That's kind of my goal. And to create another pass pawn. Because, hey, in life, you make lemons into lemonade, folks. Alright, he's really thinking about this right here, which is good for me because that kind of evens out the time. And again, he has to prove that he can win. Otherwise, I just have another pass pawn. I'm up a piece, right? Right, he does take, right? We're not going to dilly-dally. We're just going to go here. I'm not afraid of this move either, I don't think. He might play it and just say, hey, alright, he wants to go there. Well, we ain't going to allow him just to bullet us around. We are a warrior, guys. Right? I like to think so. He might try to go check, but we'll go block that. Or take that. I hope he does take that, actually, because that makes my job a whole lot easier. Nice. Alright, good. So you get some counterplay right now. Right, check. Right there, specifically. Yep. Come on, come on. Do, do, do. Whatever, dude. Do, do, do. Wow, this guy's really trying to go ham right here. That's fine, dude. So we can't go here because of nonsense. That's fine. He is really trying his best here, guys. We need to have rook here at some point. Right, he doesn't go there. Right, never mind. Alright, cool. Oh, wow. Didn't see that move at all, folks. That's fine. Oh, no. Wow. I lost everything. Oh, wow. Alright, let's not lose, hopefully, here. Alright, we're going to have to go back and forth, guys, unfortunately. Wow. Alright, let's go here. Frey. Frey. Dang it. Well, this is just one of those days, right? It's fine. Alright, cool. Oh my gosh. We'll see what happened was, guys. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a good example right here. So we all know those annoying players who likes to attack, right? This is one of those cases where, all right, cool. I'm gonna accept that right here. Actually, we all know those kinds of players, right? All right, so you'll play that move right there. All right, cool. So we all know those players, right? I think in that game, yeah, going for that queen trade would have been really nice in that game right there. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Alright, we're playing the advanced Caro-Kann right here. Let's see if I can actually... Yeah, this move right here has been giving me some problems. Oh my gosh. I think the move here that black plays was either knight h6 or pawn h5 first. One of those moves. I can't quite remember. I think it's this move. Yeah, that last game stings. Just because you know you're winning. Like, you know that if you just trade queens, you're winning. And there's no problem after that. That's my biggest problem is that, you know, and I've been trying to like work on my mindfulness, if you will, but it's really hard some days. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, well, we'll take that for sure. And one thing I will say right here too. So again, this F4 move right here does come with a drawback right here. I know for Team White, that being it does expose your king right here, but it is quite annoying, So I almost feel like I don't deserve this position right here because that last game really had me bothered right here. Alright, good. I was like, if that's not checkmate, I'll be so mad. Yeah, we'll play again. So before I hit the rematch button, just give me 1 second. I want to just check my chat. Um, GG, of course. So let me go back. Yeah, I'll play another one real quick because I do gotta eat dinner at some point. But yeah, I'll. How about this? If you play the Caracal, yeah, I'm gonna try and play the Tartakower variation as white. Just gotta remind myself what that looks like from the white side. Um, it's not knight c3. I don't think. I think it's knight f3. Okay, and mind you, this is the extent of my knowledge of the Tartakower from the white side because I'm so used to playing against as black. You know, So I'm trying to remember as white here. Does white take the pawn or do they do something else here? I think I do just take. All right, and again, this is like the extent of my knowledge. So if you're expecting like theory right here, then you might be mistaken. I hope. Okay, good. I was about to say. I hope you made this like a casual game. Yeah, unrated. Good. I just want to make sure, just because this is just for fun. We're both learning right here. I don't see anything wrong with that move right there. If you ask me personally, and maybe I'm just wrong, but maybe in this situation I go here. I mean, hey, prove me wrong, right? One thing, if you're watching, by the way, is that knowing opening theory and stuff is nice, but it's also really important to just know chess and just kind of play natural moves. I'm pausing because I'm considering a move right here. It looks kind of fun, but I'm not sure it's going to actually pan out or not. Because I don't really see the follow up after the move I'm thinking about right here, so I might not even play it. Hmm. Let's see. Takes there. Not yet. There. Yeah, it doesn't quite work out because you have your knight to block at the end of that line. I was thinking about this move right here. Knight takes pawn, but I don't think that checks out. So I'm just going to play this move and play simple chess. Alright, let's get castled. Yeah, I'm sorry if you were expecting the actual Talk to Tower variation, the one you're most likely familiar with. I don't know what to say, man. Okay, makes sense. I'll say the move I was thinking about a second ago, but I'm gonna make my move first. So I like this trade for me because I trade my bad bishop for your good bishop. That's the first thing I notice. You gotta take with the queen, unfortunately. And then this is beneficial for me, I think, because I mean, hey, we're just gonna gobble, gobble, gobble that up, and then go queen higher to target some things. Okay, so it's really tempting to take that knight right there, damage your structure, but I think that gives you too much activity on the b file, so I'm just gonna go here instead. It would have been nice to have the same position against the other player. That would have been really nice. I mean, I had a good position, but time pressure, commentating, kind of hungry as well because I didn't eat dinner yet. I mean, those things kind of pile up, man. It kind of all piled up. All right, so you went there. All right, so just going to apply pressure. This is a very hard pawn to defend right here. So playing f5 earlier just invited a weakness right here. One that I don't think black could be able to defend. But hey, I have seen. Well, you get the point. So I'm just calculating really quickly. Yeah, let's go here. Okay. Yeah, and you're more than welcome to listen to the stream. I'm not sure if you do that kind of stuff or not. You're more than welcome to listen to the stream. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I'm really contemplating if I want to take this pawn or not, but I think it does not check out. It looks so sus right now, so we're just going to apply more pressure. That's never a bad thing, is it? Yeah, this knight can be so annoying. So one thing I will definitely attest to is that knights can be irksome. They're irksome creatures that deserve to die in the most horrible way possible. I don't think that, but that's what I feel sometimes. Oh my gosh. Oh look, we got 3 viewers. So welcome guys. If you're here to watch professional chess, educational chess, you came to the wrong place because most likely I'm gonna blunder at some point in this game. But I hope you guys do enjoy the stream. It's a lot of fun to do these. It definitely teaches me uh, to be more humble as a player and never take for granted your rating because we all make mistakes. So I hope that's as wholesome of a message I can send right now. And I definitely will do better. So, hopefully by next week, if you guys continue watching, you'll see me become better. Well, not better. I mean, I think I'm pretty decent. It just I won't suck as much, if that makes sense. All right, so what's our game plan right here before we lose on time? Well, we'll have to ask this Knight a question first of all. My good sir, you can't park here for much longer. All right, you went there. All right, makes sense. I was contemplating this move right here, just pawn to that square to attack my queen. I was thinking about how that will be the ultimate insult right here. But this is fine by me too. I don't mind this at all. All right, so we're up 2 pawns. We have an isolated e pawn position right here. So if you watch this in the future, my dear friend, let's see. Yeah, so I may have misplayed this. I know you were asking for the Tartacow variation. I just don't know it from the white side, to be honest, because I don't play as white. Against the Caro-Kann, I usually play the advance, or I might play the fancy or the panel variation, like I mentioned before. I don't really play the Tartacow variation that much as white, if that makes sense. All right, you want to go there. Makes sense. Well, we can't let you have all the fun, right? I think I see your point too. So, rook here, I'm just going to go check. If I could draw arrows to save my life, which surprisingly isn't really all that. All right, let's go check and get our pawn. Queen trade. So, typically, I will definitely take that up on offer. I guess I can actually, right? What's the worst that can happen here? I lost 2 games horribly. I mean, what's the worst that can happen in this situation? I'm not trying to diss my opponent because he's playing really well, better than me. Because honestly, I'm the higher rated opponent. He expects me to win, so right. So I mean, but he's playing well. The hardest thing as a beginner is what do you do if you down like 3 pawns material right here? So we're going to definitely take that out right there. Why not? And now that there's less rooks on the board, we can very easily, not easily, it's still going to take some work for sure. This is the best construction for a passed pawn because your rook just kind of helps your pawns go off the board, and you'll see that in this game. In fact, I'm not even going to protect those other pawns. Those other pawns are trash. These pawns right here are all trash. No one cares about them because these pawns are golden. And this is a really simple technique. I know I'm going to give my opponent all these pawns right here, but I believe in my A and B pawns. They are the way forward, guys. They are my future. And it's a very simple technique. Very simple construction. It's slow, but once they get going, they're hard to stop. We'll just hide our king. He's not needed no more. And we're just going to very simply just march our pawns off the board right here. There is some counterplay that I'm allowing, but I do believe in my position. And I just had to make sure I wasn't going to mess up at any point. Alright, cool. So we'll go check. And here comes the real question. Yeah, we could do this. I was thinking about this move for a little bit, like pawn push, some kind of back range checkmate idea. Right? I'm kind of worried I'll mess this up too now. I do think I can checkmate from this position. And of course, good games Mega have your name. Thank you, Mega, for the good gamer course. So nicely played. And just give you some thoughts really quickly, because I know that you're here to kind of get some of my thoughts right here. So I know that some masters will say that for most beginners, myself included, for the most part, you don't really start really deep diving openings until you reach, like, I don't know, 2100 plus or whatever, or 1500 plus. I mean, there's a magic number, right, to when you start studying openings more seriously. I mean, you might find that your opponents might not play exactly book moves right here. So, in the game, I wasn't sure if I should play this move here or not. Bishop to b5 right here. But it looks natural. I mean, I get easy development in. I get the castle. So, I would definitely, you should definitely know your openings and some traps along the way. But at the same time, though, it's more important just to play chess and just understand um, just some positional stuff, like in this case, easy development, the initiative, right? So understanding those concepts is really important right here. Takes. And I want to see. So if you stay this long, we'll see if this move worked actually, or a move ago. So I was thinking about this move for a long time. Let's see if this works. Let me just change my camera view real quick. And then after this analysis, I gotta go because I gotta eat and all that good stuff, right? But this is a good stream. Thank you guys for being here, of course. Very entertaining for you guys. I mean, not for myself because I lost a couple of games along the way. But hey, it happens, right? Alright. So let's see if I was right about that tactic. Because sometimes knight takes on f7 can actually work, but I don't think I had enough resources to make that work in that position. But we'll see. And for those who are new here, so I do try to stream at least once a week. Ideally, thank you, Mega, for want to be friends right here. You're cool. Thank you very much. I was going to say that I try to stream at least once a week, ideally on Fridays, but I'm a teacher, so I got things to do, of course. So at least once per week, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. They're usually about an hour or so. And if I get more traffic, I'll try and increase my schedule. So we'll see, of course, right? But thank you for the views. Hello again, bro. Maybe next time I am. Yeah, I would do it. I would do a game. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I gotta go. I'm already playing kind of crappy, to be honest. So I'm kind of pushing my luck, to be honest, as well. Let's start the review. Yeah, so for my friend right here, Mega, I would definitely. It's important to study openings, but it's also important just to play chess too, and just remember some of your opening principles. Get castle, control the center. Look for tactics, right? That kind of stuff. Because I'll be honest, if you spend all your time studying openings and don't know how to play chess, then that's also bad too. Let me go back because apparently my move earlier was not the best move. Let me go back for a second. Alright, bishop there. What happens if I play this move right here? Because I was really contemplating this move for a little bit right here. Because the idea is that, sometimes in these positions, the queen can infiltrate on the light squares. But it doesn't work because of one move that I saw at the end of the line, essentially. Because my idea was to kind of go queen here eventually. But I'll show you why in 1 second once this thing is done loading. So obviously this is losing here for white. And if this had happened in the game, I think black will be really happy right here for sure. But I was really contemplating this sacrifice right here. It looks so pretty. I mean, hey, Why not play that move? I don't know. But the idea that I had was after king takes knight to go queen h5 check. If pawn blocks, well, queen back to f3, maybe, to win this pawn right here, essentially. So basically I'm down a pawn for a piece, or you got a knight for 2 pawns of your material, essentially. I said that wrong, but whatever. And if king takes knight and queen check, uh, well, the only other move really right there was just pawn blocks. And so I guess right here, if king takes, I'll have to play bishop takes knight first, because one of my ideas is after, let's say, pawn or bishop takes back, to play queen here check, and then to play queen to this square. But the problem is that you have knight f6 to block that idea. So that's why I did not play that move right there. So the king's on that square. I give check. You block with the pawn, and I play queen here to attack your rook. But very easy. Just play either bishop here, bishop to g7, or just knight here, for instance. But in the real game, let me go back. In the real game, just really quickly, yeah. So like I said earlier, just study your openings, but also just be ready to play chess if your opponent plays something a little bit differently than what you're expecting. Okay, so takes. I like my position because just easy castling, no problem. D4 is best right there, but no one cares, computer. Yeah, I think for you, Mega, in this situation, training your bishop was not the best idea, because after this move right here, or knight d2, I was expecting a move like knight to e4 to attack my bishop. I was expecting that move right there. Yeah, knight e4 was the best move right here. It's only because your bishop's your good bishop right here, and you always have these ideas of playing queen c7 to put pressure on this pawn right here, because notice how my knight's not there to defend that pawn at the moment, so that's very annoying to defend against. And so knight e4 also centralizes your knight on a good square. So this is what I mean. So like in your games, you want to be thinking about things like putting your pieces on good squares, good versus bad bishop, right? Those kinds of concepts. Those are the things you want to study more on than like memorizing this move order in a particular opening, right? Because memorization is not mastery. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, bishop back right there, right here. And again, I know it's easy for me to say because I am the higher rated opponent, but if you guys want to get better if you want to get better like myself, so I want to become 2100 and beyond, of course, too. You gotta accept that you are gonna suck some days, myself included, and you have to learn from your mistakes and be humble enough to learn from your mistakes, of course. I mean, anyone who's great at chess become great because they have to accept what's bad about themselves. If that makes sense. Um, I know it's easy for me to say because I am 1900, but it is important to keep that in mind too. All right, so it takes back. It does not like my move. Well, no one likes you either, computer. Yeah, and this just creates a backwards pawn right here. So definitely be studying your pawn structures essentially. That's way more important than worry about some opening. Because even if you play the opening well, if you find yourself in the middle of the game you're not familiar with, then well, you just gotta play chess from there. Queen back there. Okay, cool. Everything's going well so far. Alright. Oh, okay, I see. Because you want to play this move eventually. I didn't even consider that move, to be honest. Wonder why not. Whatever. I was trying to prevent pawns to this square because the rook's unprotected right here. Alright. Doesn't hate my move. up. And I do play that move eventually. Takes. Yep, just kind of protect everything right there. There. Yeah, so in the game mega, the two things you did was you let me trade your good bishop for my bad bishop, first of all. White had very easy, quick development, essentially, and took advantage of that by playing the center. Now that was castled. And right here, too. So just playing against the isolated pawn right here. In the game, I was being a little bit over dramatic. I did not have to allow you to take all my pawns. But I just want to show you just the power of two passed pawns. I mean, I know you know, of course, but I just want to show that idea, if you will. Yep. So even though I let you take all my pawns, I could play right here, like king here, for instance, just to protect my base points. But I want to show you that two passed pawns supported by a rook is really powerful, like this. So there you go. All right. So let me just check my chat one more time. All right, no one's there. All right, cool. So thank you guys for watching. It's an hour and a half. That's long enough for me. I'm going to end my stream from here. So 1 second. All right, cool. And that actually makes a really cool thumbnail right there, too. I might have to take a screenshot of this later. But thank you guys for the views. Hope it was entertaining. And I'll definitely record or do another of these streams next week. Hope to catch you guys later.